Recently shared a video of how I am doing something a little bit different with my hair. And basically, what it is that I have been putting plaits in my hair instead of doing twists. And that is just because my twists were in my hair for a long time and I wasn't able to refresh them as I used to because life. And then so my roots would get really, really puffy, and because I would also moisturize in between, and by the time I'm ready to wash my hair, it was just a tangled mess. And so with prayer and everything, I just said, okay, I feel led to just put my hair in some plaits for now. And so far it's working out well. And so here I am trying to moisturize my plaits. And as you can see, my hair is definitely a lot more stretched out, more elongated than it would be if it was in twists. So I really definitely like that. And so at this point, I typically like to hydrate my scalp with plain water. I do not put oil on my scalp at this point, but I just go into my scalp, which is plain water. I make sure that I massage it in really, really well with my fingers, and then I go on to the actual length of my hair with our leave-in conditioner. And sometimes I spritz it directly onto the hair, but most of the time I spritz it into my palm, and that is how I apply it to my hair. I find that that is a more effective way of actually getting the product into my hair. So I work that into my hair really well. While I'm doing that, I'm also finger detangling lightly, and I'm also removing any shedded hair that might be in the way as well. So I try to just finger detangle from the roots downward. Once I'm done with that, I like to go ahead and apply our hair growth oil, and it just adds a beautiful softness to the hair as well as shine, and just overall manageability. Of course, it also helps to strengthen the hair. It has ingredients that really helps to strengthen the hair and improve the elasticity of the hair. And so then I go ahead and I apply that pretty well to that section of hair. And the last thing that I try to do, or that I do, I apply our hair butter to that section of hair. Once again, I make sure that I'm quite generous with my products because I find that the more generous I am, the better, because then my hair is able to stay moisturized for a longer period of time. So once that section has been well moisturized, then I go ahead and I part that one section into 3 separate sections, ready to be plaited or ready to be braided. And I just go ahead and I just braid it in place, and that is just all I'm going to do for the rest of my head. And I actually feel a lot more at peace doing plaits this season of my life. Like I said, it has benefits of just keeping my roots less puffy than the twist would. Of course, I love twists, and I think I'll always love twists. I love the way that twists look. I think in this season of my life, twist is just not practical. It really is not practical at all. Doing these plaits have been honestly a blessing so far. And so this is just how I am moisturizing them. And I wore this for another week, and I was ready to pretty much just wash my hair. So I just want to say a few things about the importance of layering your products. One of the things that I've always done is to layer my products when I moisturize my hair. And so like I mentioned before, using a leave-in conditioner, and ours is more liquid. Of course, there are thicker leave-in conditioners. If that's what you prefer, that's fine too. But using a leave-in conditioner, because most likely it is going to have a water content. And so that really helps to hydrate your hair. And then also layering that with an oil really helps to strengthen the hair, but also introduces all of the wonderful benefits of the combination of oils that you are using, or if it's just one oil. Like I used to use coconut oil all by itself previously, but now I use our hair growth oil, which has a combination of other oils. So using an oil on top of the leave-in conditioner and then just sealing everything off with a hair butter. I honestly have found that after I plait my hair stays moisturized. Like it's like the plait style just locks everything in that I just gave my hair. And that's really great because my hair is not dry and it keeps my hair from drying. It keeps my hair from ultimately breaking. And it just actually, by the time I take out my plaits, my hair feels so soft. And I'm like, wait, what? Like my hair feels soft. Another thing that I do is that on a daily basis, I do moisturize my hair, especially my edges. And if you have seen my video when I had recently had my son, I talked about how I experienced postpartum hair loss at my hairline. And in this video, as you can see, my hairline is growing back and has grown back quite well. And so I really make sure that I prioritize my edges and just make sure that I'm taking care of that also. And I've definitely seen the results of being able to prioritize my edges. And so so I do moisturize my hair on a daily basis, my edges. For my scalp, I typically just spritz it with water. So far, I'm enjoying my plaits. They're working out really well. Typically, once I plait my hair like this, I put a headband on, and that's pretty much how I wear it to work. And I typically will keep it for like 2 weeks actually. I do moisturize in between. So like this right here, I was moisturizing after I had washed my hair and put it in plaits, and I was just like rehydrating and re-moisturizing my hair. So I typically keep it in for about 2 weeks, and then I'm back to my wash day routine and all of that stuff. And so far so good, and I really thank God. It is so much better. My roots are not nearly as tangled. My hair is not nearly as tangled as it used to be. And honestly, that is such a relief because I was like I really didn't know like if I could continue that way. I mean, it was just not a healthy approach for my hair, as far as like just keeping it in twists and then moisturizing and then experiencing all of these tangles because my roots were just too loose. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we are right now, and it's a good place. Praise God. I am almost done taking out my braids, and I have to say that I am so pleased with the results. And I'm not talking about braid out, I'm actually talking about the way that my hair feels. I made a video, go through my videos and watch. I was lamenting during a wash day because my hair was super duper tangled. And since then, I had been praying about what to do with my hair. I just want to say thank you. Some of you suggested some really great things for me underneath that video after not washing my hair for a month and dealing with all those tangles. And so I just want to say thank you so much for those suggestions because they were also put into consideration as well as prayer. Because of the season that I'm in, I'm a mom of two, and time is just not on my side. And so I was led to do braids like these plaits. And I have to say that I am so pleased with these plaits because my hair absolutely feels amazing. Like my hair feels amazing. It feels so soft. Um, and it's not tangled like it was. Like it's just, of course, I still have to detangle it, but it's not like tangled. Like it's not a matted mess. And I'm just so grateful to the Lord. Like I'm just like literally like separating my braids, my crinkles from like the root to the end. And it's just like, what? I am so excited. So I've had these, and I think I'm in my third week now. After the second week, or within the second week of having the plaits, I actually took them down individually and I hydrated my scalp with just water. And then I also moisturized every section individually, and then I retwisted. And I think that really helped with the softness, the current softness of my hair, because my hair feels really good. Like it's still, look, I still have like a film of like the products in my hair. And also I actually moisturize every single day too. Like I spritz our leave-in conditioner and then I apply oil or butter or both to my hair strands. And I am just really happy with the results that I am seeing. So praise God, you all. What I'm actually now thinking about doing is that so on wash day, right, I will just go ahead and twist up my hair like how I usually do. And then when it's time for me to re-moisturize, which I'm kind of getting back in the groove of things because my kids are getting a little bit older. So somehow by God's grace, I'm going to be able to like do that again, like re-moisturize in between washes. And so when I re-moisturize, that's when I am planning to actually just braid my hair. You know what I mean? So I'll twist when I first wash it because the twisting goes by faster. And then I can braid it when I re-moisturize. And then I can keep the braids in until I actually shampoo my hair. So far, so good. Another thing is that I'm trying to see if I can like get somebody to do smaller size like plaits for me or braids. I think I would really appreciate that because that one I can actually wash them, which I think I would love to do because washing, I don't have to detangle my hair, but I can also keep my hair nice and clean and moisturized and all of that. So I'm trying to see, I've been thinking about going to like a natural hair salon. Anyway, we'll see.